You were just drinking coffee and pacing back and forth around Stark's tower when suddenly Tony came barging in with a teenager, who you think is that guy who Tony couldn't stop blabbing about, called Spiderman. Afternoon, Stark. Who's a 12-year-old, you joke. Tony and the teenager turn around surprised. Hey, I'm 15, the boy defends. Not in that ridiculous bonnet, you're not, you chuckle, while Peter slowly removes his headwear. Peter, this is my intern, he says, putting his hand on your shoulder. You look at Tony, confused on why he called you his intern, when you definitely were not. You're my intern now, he whispers at the back of your head. You're getting tired of Stark hiding away from everybody. Barely anyone even knows you're actually his younger sister. She most definitely does not sound or look like an intern to me. As a matter of fact, she even looks a little like you, Mr. Stark, Peter suspects, examining you from bottom to top. When he looks at your face, he blinks a few times. Anywho, nice to meet you, he said, raising his right hand for a handshake. You reach in for the handshake, and you try to pull back, but Peter doesn't want to seem to let go. Instead, he keeps shaking your hand while looking at you. Wake up, Whitehead. You snap your fingers in front of his face. He pulls back shyly, blushing a bit, while you smile at him to make it a little less awkward than it already is. Taylor puts his hands around Peter. All right, kiddos, enough introductions. This ain't the first day of class. Peter and I still have a lot to talk about, so why don't you go get me a scotch and soda? Thanks. Oh, and anything you would like, Peter? What do you want? He turns saying to him. A Fanta, Dr. Pepper, beer, anything, kid, he adds. Water would be nice. Thank you, Mr. Stark, he says, smiling. You heard that, right? We'll be in my office. You're the best intern, Tony says, exaggerating the word intern, turning their backs to you. You then roll your eyes and do what he says. You walk to Stark's office and open the door. You don't see Tony or Peter anywhere. Stark, your order is ready, your worshipfulness, you call out. You then hit your hip to table, making you trip, and the glass of water in your hand almost fall out as Peter came in, grabbing you by the waist, then grabbing the glass very quickly. Damn, Webhead. Sweet skills, you said, turning to him, still holding you. Quite a trip there, he chuckles. Peter looks down, realizing he's still holding you. He shyly pulls away, handing the glass of water to you. Oh, no, that's yours. You wanted that, you explain. Looks at you suspiciously. You're not Stark's intern, are you? He asks quietly. Sister, you admit. Well, that explains it, he smiles. Just shut up about it. You're part of the not so many people that actually consider yourself lucky. Peter grabs a pen from his bag and rips out a notebook and begins writing a series of numbers. You realize what he's writing, and you can't deny that he actually is kind of cute, so you give him a chance. Yours? You ask to make sure and not like an idiot. He looks up and hands you the paper, nodding. Don't open it here, though, he requests. You take it and put it in your pocket, smiling. Where's Stark, by the way? You ask. Suddenly, pieces of falling metal were heard. You look to see where the sound was made, and you realize Tony was standing behind the fallen pieces. Obviously, he did it on purpose to catch you and Peter's attention. Oh, how clumsy of Mr. Stark. Hey, pick this up, please. Thank you, intern, he sarcastically says. You approach him and whisper in his ear. Tony, you son of a bitch. Don't hit on Parker, he warns, but you see Peter wink in the back. You smile, knowing that clearly not going to happen.